That's not oh wow.
Obi kutu for member of parliament be we are from. Na say a member me no e kono to be kutu for mo a. Near what near your kutu for here here no ye. Also bibi bumu. Na ni pa de kam abi ehun de be ekoso.
Oh really?
What I say? But some people can't come say no obi ehun de ekoso because people no kutu from. And the years are your year.
And also bibi.
If you have a car, come now, no one was a committing soon now. Not yes, baby.
That's what happened. Because you see, me, I was not watching, I was listening on the radio as I got home. You remember on that fateful night, the vetting went deep into the night on that fateful day. So I was listening on the radio. And I thought I could hear someone saying, ow, makulo, you know? Like, I was just wondering what was going on. Like, when I turned on the TV, like, I think it was going, ow, you know, oh, and I was like, oh, sorry, who is that? You know, stop laughing. It's not a laughing matter. You best the boku of our MP in his own parliament. Yeah? You best somebody's boku in his own parliament. You kill a man in his own house. No. I don't believe it. But you see, when the MP for Akimodan, Kwesi Akwa, said the tennis ball of an MP was squeezed, then I was sad. No, Tomisu. But you see, the man whose tennis is said to have suffered some smashing, he says it's not true. He says the tennis, they no smash it. The tennis, they no bounce it. The tennis, they no press it. Neither was the avocado pressed, nor was the tennis smashed. Sir, if they smash your potato and you say they didn't do anything, it is a silly joke. Well, we can only say this one.
Mr. Nominee, congratulations, and I wish you well. Take care of yourself. Bye.
Indeed. Bye-bye. Take care of yourself. Take care of your tennis and your avocado. With all the faults of democracy, you can never get such premium entertainment from dictatorship. Can you? Not at all.
Mobile phones, television, air condition, speakers, computers, laptops. When him say Franco Trading Enterprise, and that's why you're #1. Say open phones, papa pan and one kadie, and they brought that from so called phones be to say Nokia, Samsung, iPhone, Infinix, Huawei, STG, Alcatel, and the phone beer open via Simubia, and your Franco Trading Enterprise. Boraya shop bia e wa Ghana ha fa na bia na kopa wo de afen so ma mo pese mutunu do sopo me che bebre ne dodo na atu Franco Trading Enterprise. Franco Trading Enterprise phone papa and the accessories papa ahimfi.
Welcome to the show. This is Backpage on Channel 1 TV. I am Caleb. Because so much has happened in the last couple of weeks. You know, sometimes they go and they take their Backpage time. So we've not done it in a couple of weeks, right? But a lot of things have happened. Serious ones and maybe silly ones.
I'm who? Why?
My friend, don't bring yourself.
What's the meaning of that?
What do you mean you are taking me on? What does that phrase mean?
You hold us micro.
But you are micro minority. Doesn't Avengers himself use that phrase?
That's why. We'll deal with that.
I don't have time for
We'll deal with that.
You think you can bully me here? Hey,
No, I have no problem.
not this silly children and bully me.
You heard the word used. What called me silly? She called me silly.
Are you a silly child?
No. We will deal with this matter. You called me
I
silly.
don't have time for that.
Put it now. No. I know what she called me silly.
Did I mention your name? Why are you taking your hat on yours? Did I mention your name? You that you were fighting on TV about this your seat, you are coming to select
No,
your
please.
Did I mention your name?
You cannot call me
Did
silly.
I mention your name?
We have procedure in
Did
this house.
I mention your name? You can carry a cross you want to carry.
First of all, the man is not a child. He's a full-grown adult. You don't call an adult a child. You said you were not talking to him. But you went on to say we saw him fighting over his seat on television. If you wanted to fight, go straight to the point. At the point, he said the transition team should stop working so that the whole nation would pause and help with the counting of ballot papers in his Quincy. How does that make him silly? Totally unacceptable. Well, the man can speak for himself.
I didn't say a word to her. I didn't provoke her in any way. Suddenly, insults were being hurled at me. Silly, stupid, useless. At a point, I thought they were referring to somebody. With the greatest of respect, I felt very abused. And there, I felt, how can a man be killed in his own backyard? Even if there should be any crucifixion, the crucifixion should not be done in my own house.
Honorable, I support you. I'm behind you. They say when women stand up for themselves, it is referred to as arrogance. Please, this is not one of it. If a man did this to a woman, we wouldn't have heard the end of it. So, Education Minister, he has said that the Hardcastle should come and apologize. The Speaker said he was going to invite Hardcastle over in order to build a bridge on the castle, so that instead of hardscaping, it will be castle bridge, Hardcastle, castle bridge. Please, help me. Whose MP is this woman?
Mr. Speaker, the action of the lady is unacceptable. As a woman, I will advise her to apologize and retract the words using on the Chief Whip as soon as possible. Thank you.
Okay. Honorable, thank you for coming. Now you may sit down. The ninth Parliament, first, if it were a channel on TV, it would be one of those that require parental guidance. You must be correcting the English and family values as your children are watching and time goes on. But you see, we commend her for speaking. The Honorable MP, I think she's a backbencher, so she's coming fresh. Some people have been in the house for 32 years. They've not even pressed the microphone in the house before. So it's good that she's expressing herself. There is too much to touch on, so forgive me. We're going to run. Before Speaker could invite Hardcastle, the bridge had broken. So did the table and the microphones too.
But again, the remnants
I was just defending you a moment ago that you are not a silly child. But of course, we still agree you are never a silly child. Ever.
sad time we, and yes, sad time when you can say, Wayne Crawford, ye, here sad, Miss Ramo, MPP this year, and yes, I'm when you Baba say, primary Islamic supporting way, so ye MPP ni mapa. Now go to say MPP 4, and now say MPP ni any NDC ni ekwa. Boa MPP ni no na yambu NDC ni no. Na yambu no ye.
Please, let's respect ourselves here. You can't go to Parliament and call our MP a silly child. Now, our MPs, come and explain to us what you were trying to do and what we should tell our nieces and nephews you were doing. In the event they say that looks silly, what should we say? Please, we are waiting to hear you teach us what to tell our nephews and nieces. How do we describe your conduct in Parliament? In the meantime, I was wondering where the MP for Kankwe Central, Patrick Boama, was. I feel strongly his presence alone could have either prevented the chaos or reduced the damage. That man has some cool factor. I've told you this before, way back. Now, wage up by people. You should have told us not only did you send a fine young man to replace landlady in Parliament, you also sent a weightlifter apparently. Jerry Amesh, no, you're a big man. You've made your way to Backpage very early in your career in Parliament. You know, if you come to Backpage, just a wahiti. I mean, I like everybody who come on the show. You're a star. So I wish you all the boss. And when you go focus on the job, you stop looking at people and telling them their wife is beautiful. No, in the midst of all the chaos, Jerry, good morning. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you see me. The chairman had said, order, 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 but they didn't order him. They didn't mind. Then majority leader, you see, his constituents, they are not new to this thing. So, when you enter the system, you are like,
What we have done today, we have seriously damaged our reputation as a parliament. Exactly. Have seriously damaged our reputation as a parliament. It will take us a lot of effort to redeem ourselves. But I know that Ghanaians can forgive and they will forgive us. But going forward, let us be decent when we are doing the vetting.
So some peace, some order, some sanity prevailed. But the damage was deep, and Speaker Bagbin, obviously embarrassed as everyone else is or was, still is, he decided to, as it were, suspend the notorious boys. And I think it was an exercise he did more to save the image of Parliament than to embarrass the notorious boys, if you ask me. Oh no, notorious men. Hey, adults. Well, children do this, right? So, however you like it.
The following members are suspended from the sittings of Parliament for 2 weeks from today. They are 1 and 2, the 2 chief whips, in the persons of Mr. Roxon Nelson Eche, Kwame Dafiamapo, and Mr. Frank Ano Dompre. 3, Mr. Alasan Suleimana Tampuli, and 4, Mr. Jerry Ahmed Shaib.
You see, the Gusau MP, right? He surprised me though. He's a gentleman, so yeah, fine. It's a fine gentleman. So I was like, oh wow, but you see, there are moments that you all have to put away gentility and show the world that you're Italian. Yeah, and that's what he did. Then the man whose tennis ball, allegedly got pressed. Wow. He wanted to show us that, he's a big man. Okay. The Keta MP, he generally, when you see him already, So, I don't know what he wanted, whether he was trying to audition for lightweight boxing championship or something. Kwame, what was that? Honorable Kwame. But the minority, they would have none of all this.
Even where there is punishment, our rules are clear. It can be for 4 days, 8 days, or 12 days, according to Order 130. Can a judge shoot a thief on the streets merely because it is viewed that the person has stolen without taking him through the process of evidence gathering? He's taking actions that have affected the rights of our colleagues in Parliament. This mighty few, this happy few, will not allow itself to be intimidated.
You know, after all the they all went to who I beg, majority, minority, they all went to who I beg. But you see, this fight thing, it will not take all the attention from the vetting. You understand? It's sort of mad, it's sort of staying and taking all our attention. But there was a nominee who performed for less than 2 minutes. Well, technically, she just went to meet and greet, got up and left. Then there were tenants and landlords and warlords. How about we enter these vexed issues after this break? Just take a sip, I'll be back. Welcome from that break. This is Backpage on Channel 1 Television. I am Caleb Kudah. So during Adodi's last Sona, the speech that Kofi-Buah delivered, we all thought like it was spicy, it had some heat. But the vetting proved that the thing really sting the old man powder. Like the way they literally forced an apology out of him, no dear. I figured that the thing, he peppered them with the shito.
Sitting in the chair now, the benefit of hindsight, and reflecting deeply, would you say that these words were harsh on the outgoing president? And when you are given the opportunity, you will retract some of them in part and apologize unreservedly?
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman, I have enormous respect for President Akufo-Addo and any president that will occupy this highest seat of our land. But I was reflecting the views of the people of Ghana who felt that they have gone through so much hardships, and that's why the reference was to his government and not to his person.
Wait, guys, calm down. Was the thing really that painful?
Mr. President, you left something very important in your account. You left out an account of your promise to God to build him a cathedral. But Mr. President, Mr. President, I will leave that for you, between you and your God.
Okay. This is what Parliamentary will say. Ouch! You know, the more they do this, the more they make us remember and try to revisit. But the man says he was just reflecting, the real state of the nation. Well, for peace to prevail, he smoked the pipe. Peace prevail. But listen to Sahine Afenyaw.
Let me remind you on a lighter note that the fact that I'm grilling you does not mean that when you get there and you are supposed to give protocol allocation, you deny me. I'm telling you. You cannot, because yes, there is. And committee members benefited. Yes, there's something like that. When I was a defense committee member, your ranking, your members benefited. I am saying it on authority. They did. They even had more than with the MPP members. They did. I'm not. That's a fact. Kennedy Japan was the chair of the Defense and Interior Committee. They benefited.
These days, the confidence of the Macy's, they understand, But some judge there, or say there, not today. I feel Kurana, he was garnishing the some judge. I give up.
As an elder of the church, my integrity and honesty are key principles that I hold dear. My opinions about the actions and inactions of the Chief Justice remain. They are unchanged, and they have been vindicated by the actions of the Chief Justice post my demonstration against her. She could have taken action earlier. She held her own horses. My opinion of the Chief Justice remains my opinion today. It doesn't change.
Elder Sam George, you said that?
Mr. Chairman, let me plead with you. This committee should not be used to whitewash the image of President Akufo-Addo. We know him. The people of this country passed a verdict, and let's leave it at that. Thank you.
Honorable nominee. Order. Honorable nominee, you are hereby ordered to withdraw the word. This committee should not be used to whitewash Akufo-Addo. Please withdraw.
Chairman, respectfully, with the greatest respect for you, why am I being asked to withdraw that this committee? It's a plea.
Please.
I'm making a plea to you.
Please withdraw. Please withdraw.
Mr. Chairman, I withdraw out of respect for you.
Sir, Usukran is adding more petrol and diesel. Sam George. Because of Sam George, these days, when I go to my social media, my DM has a lot of this thing. People are saying, they are saying sisters they are overworking, they are doing 24-hour economy in my DM. They say they are very industrious.
Did you have the benefit of any secondary source of income?
Mr. Chairman, I'm married to a very industrious woman.
Now, I don't get it. Please explain.
I'm married to an industrious woman.
Okay, so please explain to her, if you say you are married to an industrious woman, and that is the source of your secondary income, what exactly do you mean?
I mean, my wife takes care of me.
Enough for Sam George and everything. Away from Sam George. I mean, away from the violence and all that he came with. I mean, he was very solid in his responses. I mean, industry issues, cybersecurity, data costs, fintech, like I liked it. But I wouldn't have taken, it wouldn't have taken anything away from Sam George if he, given new facts he wasn't privy to earlier, made amends to some of his comments in the past. Because, even the data is not always roaring in the jungle. Sometimes you have to, Anyway, there's one guy in the previous government I'm really going to miss. The Ashanti Regional Minister, Simon. Hey, man, I'll miss him. If you open his mouth right now, yes. Anyway, but now the Ashanti region has this young doctor, TikTok as minister.
I can see and feel like you like TikTok. Am I lying? How often I meet you at TikTok? Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Yes, that is correct. I'm a social media person, and I always choose to engage with the youth on social media. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Hey, I pick your mama. I love it. No, we are certainly not in normal times. We're seeing more young people, more women. People are getting, but some too are fighting. They say they won't leave their job and things like that. They are going to court. Then later they say they won't go to court again. There is a research ongoing, quite honestly. But the shades are becoming too much. Like, we know you guys voted us out of government. That's fine. But let our name go to bed. Or let our name go to eating. Let our ears go to eating. Because, JM and all his appointees and everybody is using every opportunity to shade us. What have we done? JM, you go to greet chiefs. You are going to do thank you. And then they rise to greet you. Then you say, oh, as for me, I'm not Pharaoh. Sit down. What kind of life is that? Yo, you people are I say even the chiefs don't believe it, they are surprised. Although the Esha says, very soon you will start singing Akufo-Addo's praise. You now you go and bring his statue that you broke. I pray. You people, show the man some love. He has been president before. Those who rush to become MPs are now asking themselves, well, that was a good idea, that was a mistake, because, hey, as MP, they say, according to research, you spent about 1.5 million Ghana cedis to do your campaign, and then your salary is 15,000 cedis a month. 1.3 million first, 15,000 a month. Hey, then what's the point? When you could have lobbied to become a state-owned agency CEO, you can go home with 70,000 Ghana cedis a month and other benefits a month. Hey, listen, if you want to chop SIC money, go and get SIC qualification. Let those who are chopping peace. If you want to go and be MP too, you can be MP. In the meantime, honorable, don't go. Pass me not to jail to savior. But when you get the appointment and another government comes, you know what is going to happen. You understand? But let me look. Let me give you the showdown between a landlord and a tenant. My God.
Home address number 1, Wilshire Boulevard, Airport Hills. This property at Airport Hills, how long have you been living at Airport Hills?
About 8 years.
Is it your own property?
No, I am renting. I'm a tenant.
Airport Hills is dollar rented zone. Are you aware?
You see, the tenant is calling for part 2 because according to him, the people couldn't throw any dirt on him. But quite honestly, a bit of it looks some way. And that's not, hey, 10 years you are renting in the Airport Hills. Well, landlord to say Akbena, there is no part 2. Because while the tenant is claiming to be a disciple of Ora Roberts, you say you are Ora Roberts' disciple. Meanwhile, you seem to be richer than Rupert Murdoch. When all you earn is 15,000 cedis a month. Basically, the whole point is that, listen, none of us is a saint. We are all sinners. Let's not fight the wrath. Don't come and claim you are. Even if you have sinned before, now you are a saint, don't come and rub it in our faces. Just keep quiet. Let's enjoy what we have in peace. You to go and enjoy what you can make in peace. Don't come and claim saint. Saint you, if you're a saint, we stain you. You like it? That's the game. I like it.